Hi everyone, my name is Amaka. I go by Coach Amaka. I'm a trauma recovery coach, healing accelerator, a life advocate, as well as win strategist. And I became all of this through my personal trauma, surviving a psychopath. I had experienced a psychopath within the structures of marriage, and I actually didn't know what I was in on until everything fell apart. And I took the time to unravel every experience, every page, every event, every phase of the marriage until I started learning more and more about personality psychology and got to learn about psychopathy. Until then, I was very confused. I was very distraught. I was very distressed. I was very frustrated. I was angry at myself that I put myself down and I let myself be abused in the way that I had been abused. I um, I regretted not getting a hang of it on time. I regretted being naive through the process. I regretted being overly kind, that I overlooked a lot of things and I swept a lot of things under the carpet. Of course, during the time of unraveling, I took the opportunity to also pull all those things that I had swept under the carpet, and I critically analyzed each detail, each event, each phase, and each experience, and I learned everything that I could learn from them. And I came to the realization that when you're dealing with a psychopath, you're actually the victim. And when you're approaching this, or sorry, when you're newly encountering a psychopath, they don't come as a psychopath. They come as the most genuine man or the most genuine woman in the room. So they appear very genuine, they appear very polite, they appear very intentional, you might say. But at the end of the day, all through these times, they are actually strategical. They are being strategical with you. They are being strategic with you. They understand the game that they're playing, and they have picked you as their victim. But of course, they are very good. They're very good actors. They're very good actors. They are pathological liars. So don't expect that they're going to tell you who they are out the door. They are probably not even going to show you who they are out the door. It takes a while for you to actually get to understand who this person truly is, essentially when no one is watching, right? Normally, a psychopath possesses what I call a dubious mentality, a dubious mind. That's what a psychopath possesses, a dubious mind, which is why when they're dealing with you, with their victim, all they're thinking about is where and what will benefit them. It's all about the benefits. A psychopath never gets into any friendships or relationships without having calculated what they're going to benefit out of it. It's all about their benefit. They're always playing games. They're always lying. They're always concealing information. They're always deceiving you to think otherwise. When you have any kind of suspicion regarding what they say, what they do, what they refuse to do, or what they are reluctant in doing, they are very quick to let go of their responsibility. They hate to be accountable. They never admit they're wrong. They hate also to be in a dialogue of any kind that will negotiate the benefits or the gains of another person, essentially if this person is their victim. They take the time to study people who they victimize. They tend to attract themselves, or rather attach themselves to empathetic people, to kind-hearted people, to very smart and very intelligent people, because they are not smart. They are only smart in a dubious way. The only time that they show any iota of smartness or smart thinking or smart moves, it's based on dubious nature. So they are about to take something that don't belong to them, that belong to somebody else. They're about to deceive someone and actually make someone fail. They are usually love scam people, because what they do is when they come into your life as a love interest, they love bomb you. And when they love bomb you, you actually think, oh my God, this person is my God sent. They really care about me. They really love me. They adore me. They cannot do without me. They look after my best interest. That's a whole baloney. The reason why you think that is because these people have taken the time to study who you are. They actually know your interests. Yes, they do know your interests. If you're someone who likes to go outings, they want to take you outing. If you're someone who likes to go movies, they like to take you movies. If you're someone who likes to go vacation, they like to vacate with you. That's what they do because they have studied you. They take the time to study their victims. And they take the time to also build that connection. So don't think that they're just going to jump into your life and make everything go fast. No, they build a connection by obviously having a conversation with you, like, a decent conversation. And that's, of course, that is devoid of misgivings. And they take you outing, they take you vacating, they take you shopping even. They spend quality time with you, maybe Netflix and chilling or whatever you like, whatever you enjoy, music, conversations, any kind of engagement that pleases your heart. They want to do what you like to do. That way they build connection with you. And of course, they love bomb you by so doing, because they always tend to do more than anticipated. And then they buy your heart, they buy your soul, they win you over to them, and then they get attached. And once they get attached, they start strategizing how to deal with you. Not only are they going to abuse you verbally, they're going to abuse you mentally, they're going to chip off your shoulder. The same reason why they got attracted to you is the same thing that they would detest about you. Because reason is that same reason or that same idea is the reason why people like you, is the reason why people are attached to you or attracted to you, is the reason why people want to know who you are, that aura that you carry. That's what they will start getting detested. They will start detesting you for, because they are so possessive. They do not want you to be in a relationship or a friendship with other people. They don't like the way other people adore you. They don't like the way that other people regard you, respect you. They don't like the way that you feel honored or you get honored by other people. And if there's something that becomes your dream, your anticipation, your goals, your something that you're fascinated by, something that you're enthusiastic about, they will chip it until you lose interest in those things. If you should ever discuss your goals with them, consider it done and dead, because they will do everything within their power to make sure you don't ever rise to the plane. They make sure you don't ever attain and achieve your greatest goal. They make sure that anything that will mean anything to you, that they will stop it from coming to you. They will block your chances. They will keep you trapped. They keep you stagnated. They keep you stuck. They keep you set behind. They keep you in doubt of who you are. They make you lose yourself. They make you lose your mind. They make you lose your cool. They make you lose your positive energy. All you find is you keep struggling. You just now become a survivor. You try surviving every day. You try surviving every idea, every thought, every decision, every engagement with them. Every day is a new day, like a new day in a bad way, that is. So they make you become so scared, so worried that you become really anxious about what the day might bring or what the day might hold. There's always a drama. There's always something, a cat out the bag. There's always something unexpected that would happen, something that you never anticipated. Either they're getting frustrated, they're getting mad at you, they're getting miserable, they're getting unnecessarily angry, they're getting infuriated, they're getting very furious with you. They never ever get into an argument with them because they won't let you speak. They will storm out of you. They will shut you off, shut you down. They will even turn themselves to be the victim, and then they make you the aggressor. That's what they do. Now, to the whole world, a psychopath is a gentleman. To the whole world, a psychopath is a genuine woman. They always appear genuine. They always appear friendly with the whole world. They always appear also kindly towards other people, because that's how they, flame their fire. That's how they fan their flame. They like people to, they like to make themselves charismatic. They like people to like them. They like people to praise them. They like people to think what they are not, like to give them all this credit. Oh, he's such a gentleman. Oh, she's such a genuine woman. She's quiet. She doesn't speak. She doesn't raise up her voice. She's very calm. No, they aren't calm by any chances. And don't be fooled. A psychopath will pick one victim at a time. They don't expand their cause. They don't spread out. They pick one victim at a time. If the victim is their love interest or their partner in a relationship, in a romantic relationship, that's who they're interested in being like victimizing. That's who they're interested in dealing with. They will deal with that person. They will abuse that person physically, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, financially, socially. They would do everything, like verbal abuse. They would verbally abuse the person. They would physically abuse this person. They would assault this person. They would block their chances. They would lie on them. They would ostracize them from their friends, their family, their community, their association or associates. They would even isolate them from their friends and their interests. That's what a psychopath would do. And at the end of the day, if you are able to survive a psychopath, honey, you survived a grave time. Because the truth is, when you then realize you have been dealing with a psychopath, it always feels like you're buried alive in a grave and you're fighting to stay alive until rescue comes to you. And you're fighting to scream out loud so that people can hear you, people on the surface of the ground, because you're actually on the ground and you under the surface on the ground, underground as of course, and you are fighting to be heard. You're fighting for your life, and you're literally fighting to be rescued. And the truth is, as human nature, not everyone who hears the sound of your crying, the sound of your plea, the sound of your screams would think that you're actually stuck, trapped, buried alive. They would never think, not everyone would think, will get it. Not everyone will understand what you're dealing with. Not everybody will understand your plight. So that is why not much people will hand you that hand of rescue to rescue you, because they do not understand. They're looking at you saying, oh, but she's pretty, she's doing well, or he's doing okay, everything seems all right at home. No, nothing is right at home. Someone is literally surviving per second. They're not even surviving per day. They don't know if they have tomorrow to live. So when you hear someone crying and reaching out and asking, and pleading for rescue, kindly be the human you can and reach out and hand them a hand to hold on and pull them out of that grave experience. It's a grievous experience. It's a dangerous experience. It's a limiting and overwhelming experience. You literally, every single day, the way it plays out in the mind is that you feel solitary confined. It's like it's a mind game, obviously, because when you deal with a psychopath, they condition you. They mentally condition you. They make you feel like you're worthless, that they're even doing you a favor to be in your life, to be dealing with you, to want anything to do with you. They will make you think that they want your good more than you want your good for you. They make you feel like you don't have a vision, you don't have a head over your shoulder, you don't have a sound mind, you don't have any ideas about who you are, what you want, what life is about. That's what they're going to do to you. Honey, I'm speaking to both male and female, men and women across board. If you ever find yourself in this kind of relationship that I've just explained, if you ever find yourself, if you can relate to any item on the list that I have listed, mind you, I am freelancing. I haven't written any notes because I know this like the back of my head. I've been there. I survived it. And this is why I'm bringing the message. you can actually live, you can survive. I am sending a message of life. Stay alive for yourself, at least, and for your loved ones. Your loved ones may be your parents, they may be your aging parents, they may be your aunties or uncles, they may be your friends and well-wishers, they might even be your children. Whoever it is who genuinely care about you, who may not even understand your plight and what you're dealing with, who may not even understand that you're living per second every day, that you're surviving, like that every day is a celebration of your survival. They may not even get it. Forgive them. They don't understand. You will never ever explain it enough for them to understand because they haven't been exposed to something similar. So how do you expect them to understand? And some people unfortunately have adjusted to something similar, something relative. And they think that that's the order of life. Everyone is struggling in their relationship or in life some way. Some people are very long suffering in nature, so they can bear it. They can take it for as longer than most other people. You know your limits. When you reach your limit, honey, cut it. When you reach your limit, exit. When you reach your limit, seal it. When you've reached your limit, cut it. That's what I'm gonna say. Everyone is not in the same, do not have the same idea of long suffering. Not everyone share your philosophy, your discipline, your interests, your self-care, your self-worth, your anything, self-assessment, self-knowledge. Not everyone is emotionally and psychologically well-regulated. You might even be struggling to get yourself regulated, much less other people. So, give them the grace that they don't understand. They may never get it. You don't expect that they get it, like especially like in the way that you're probably dealing with it or the way that it affects you mentally, psychologically, emotionally, and socially. And don't forget that a psychopath will turn you into a social recluse because you're going to lose yourself. You will lose yourself in the relationship. You will recluse because you're no longer who you are. You will struggle with your identity. They will give you an identity crisis. They will make you very self-doubtful. They will make you self-sabotaging. That's what a psychopath will do. I'll do a part 2 of this video about a psychopathic experience that is currently trending, that is currently in the news. So, but this is my experience, or was my experience, and I hope that someone out there can relate to this and reach out, join this community of emotional support awareness that I'm creating via my YouTube channel, Emotional Support Clinic. Kindly subscribe if you like our videos, if you like our content. Share this message across and let other people get informed about the psychopathy experience. Excuse me. I'm a survivor and I hope to connect with other survivors around the world, and let's build this community. Let's share our survival story and let's support one another. I also provide mentorship. I also provide coaching. If you're going through a traumatic experience and you need to heal, if a past trauma is creeping up into your life and into your future and into your engagements, business, job experiences, social interests, and you need help and you're struggling to just like really overcome that pain, that wound, that hurt, reach out. I have a message for you. You can sign up for one or more of my classes and you get all the support that you need. It's called Emotional Support Clinic for a reason. So what are you going to do? Don't wait. Today may be the last day for you. If you're hearing my voice, you're seeing this video, take today as your cue to do what is necessary for your well-being, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and socially. Stay blessed. Amaka, Coach Amaka, Recovery Coach.